Hey folks, this is Noble Rambler, and welcome to another episode of Let's Play Banished. We're using the Colonial Charter mod version 1.6 of Forge Awakens, and this is our town of Ramblington with 20 or so houses needing to be built. And I got to thinking as I was editing the last episode, we need more builders, so let's get that going. Now, in between last one and this one, I recorded a video that Night Ghost had suggested I do, in that to put together a tip video to explain this whole situation that I remedied by gutting out all of the orchards and spreading them out and making room around the pastures. We still have, I'm only going to do this one over here. This one, there was a bunch of meat last episode sitting here, and I realized that's the meat from this one. They can jump one space. So they can jump the space here, they can jump the space there. So we don't need to tear this one out. This one, though, is going to have some problems. Well, this one will here. Yeah. Well, I wonder about that. We only need to do one, is what I'm thinking. And it'll create space for the other one to use. So we could do just this one right here to match the pattern. 2 big ones, 2 smaller ones. And that should be fine. Can we transfer that yet? 23? I think we can. Right there, 23. Alright, you are sheep. You are empty. And turn work off. Everything will transfer over to this guy. Maybe. You were 2 people. You're 1 people. Alright, we'll take you down to 1. Let's see here. Let's go down 1 more, then back up. No. 5? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Alright, what am I missing here? Inventory. 1 worker. 1 worker. 0 workers. 1 work. Oh, on. I always forget that after having walked away from it. Okay, we're happy. So I went to put together an episode. I'm thinking like a 10-minute quick little tip video for this problem, for just to stick out there in the YouTube search engines and see who stops by to see it. And I had completely torn out this whole area and rebuilt it with test orchards, and I set up every scenario that I can think of, including some plantations, and some of them I had road completely surrounding them, some they had grass completely surrounding, that sort of thing. And I came across an issue that I did not expect. When I switched it back to farmer pickup, the ones that had no room anywhere, I don't have any examples left, but the ones that were completely surrounded by road also failed. So, letting you guys know there is one more issue there than we were assuming. So, I'll try to get that edited. I'll probably get out the same day this episode here hits. And watch that when you've got time. And really, it's the last 10 minutes for you guys that would be the most interesting. Everything else you've already heard, because you got to watch it being done right here. But the last 10 minutes really surprised me. I don't know what the answer to that is, so jump in there and give me your thoughts on that. Anyway, we've got 15 builders and 15 laborers, and I have got a list of things to do that I was hoping that I wasn't going to have, and I could dive into the main city. But there are some things to think about. We've put in a lot of houses. We've only added, I'll try to remember where we were last time. I was going to add 3 more farms right here to try to offset some of those houses, but we've got 22 houses going in, 10, 8, and 4. So that's potentially 4 people in each one. So we're over 100 more people. Is that right? So 80 to 100 more people, depending on if there's 4 or 5 people living in them. Yeah, something like that. So if a crop can bring in about 1,000 a year, that's a bad example. What are you bringing in? 800. A good year brings in 1,000. But boy, none of these have had a good year, huh? What is this? Why is there... Oh, because it's the current year, so it throws away the previous history. Okay. So these 3 will bring in a potential of 3 more 1,000 to feed nomads. No! Pause. Well, I was going to say, no way am I accepting nomads. But we haven't built the houses yet. when we build the houses, we're going to move families into them, and we're going to start having kids and all that. But it could well be that these guys will fill the houses immediately, and they've already got their kids, and... Yeah. We'll do it. Yeah. Look at all those guys there just begging for a home. We got all these buildings queued up. It's probably the best time we could ever have to give them a home. All right. 84? Whoa. Okay. Calm down, Noble. 84 nomads. All right. I'm letting them. And they're all dressed and they're all screaming for houses. And oh man, 52 of them need a home. Okay, we have builders. Boy, we got builders. We're going to run out of tools or something here. All right, 50 builders. Wow. Okay, 35,000 food. Tell you what. I'm running on what looks like 2 speed. Yeah, let's keep it there for a while. I'm going to get some of these builders working on bringing in some artificial food in a sense. We're going to bring in enough food to boost our stores without it being trustworthy in the sense it's not what we would normally be bringing in. But we're going to... I was food queued up, yeah. We're going to bring in a gob of extra food real quick. So that gives them something to do. The builders have all got something to do. They'll be working while I'm talking over here. But I was about to say, with 100 more people, we're going to need 10 more farms at 1,000 each to give us the equivalent of 100 food per person per year. So I have no idea what that just did to my calculation. So throw out all of my notes. The rules just changed. Who was it? I'm trying to think if it was... I don't have the name in front of me. I want to say it was Lady Shell, but it might have been Green Eyes 212. One of you two popped in and said, you know, you forgot chestnuts. And I looked at it, and I thought I had laid out one for every crop that we had, but I did miss one. We've missed chestnuts. So we want to put in... We got our oranges over here. I'm thinking chestnuts here. And then I'm thinking at least 6 more farms right here. Now, in my test video, I got some orchards going in this layout and got a chance to test them, long term to see what they were making. And I think it was 3 rows by about 25 was making 1,000 food. If that's correct, if I'm remembering that correctly, we've got the potential of 2,500 food coming out of each one of these, which I think means I do want to be running 2 farmers in each one. These are iffy. Yeah, let's do that. Let's get 2 farmers in each one. Although when I set it to 2 farmers in that same test video, everything started to fail. So I don't know what was with that. But anyway, so let's lay out another orchard. Right there. And what is that? Ah, they brought the blight with them. Scarlet fever. Grungy little nomads. Let me get this one right. We're coming off of this row here. Green Road, Green Orchard. And we are making, I'm thinking 11 wide and 25 long. There we go. So that is consistent with the other one. Though it doesn't look... Yep, that is even. Okay. So 25 and 11. Okay, hope that's right. So let's watch that one go in. Houses are starting to pop. I should hope so. 50 builders. I've never had 50 builders in my life. We're going to road around this guy. We've got 3 farms to go in here, and there's some space in between. Let's leave that space. That may be... What's that going to be? We got a magazine right here. Storage sheds or something. I'm not sure. Maybe even some houses just got stuck out of the middle of nowhere. But let's get in 6 more farms. And we're doing... What are we doing? We're doing 150 squares for the 2-month crops. Are there any 3-month crops that are important? Actually, the 150 is for the 3 months. 170 for the 2 months. So I'm not really sure. This was a bigger size, right? So I think we already have kind of done that. Let me see here. We went to 170 there, and we are at, I think that was 153 there. So we'll just duplicate what we've got. And these guys can be right up against each other, no problem. So 17 by... I lost it. 1710, that was 170, yeah. So 1710, right there. Space for a road, 1710. These are 17.9, so we'll continue that pattern as well. 17.9, there we go. Space for a road, 17.9. And then one more group. These are also 17.9s, right? Yeah. Right there. $17.9. Okay. Let's road between all of that, just so we've got a better chance of seeing it all. Then soon we'll go ahead and kick the speed back up again. Right there. How far can I go? Well, that's interesting. It just grabs the easiest road to cut across, doesn't it? Huh. Now we'll go back up to there. Take that across like so. Where is that thing? Oh, we're up here. Okay. So we'll go to there. Somewhere in between is a drop-off point right there. Ooh, we messed up. Okay, let's stop here. Boy, I wish these trees weren't here. That's why I like to do this on slow speed, so I can see what I just did. Alright, we'll have to do it another way. We were the same originally, so it's not like we followed a bad pattern somewhere, right? Yeah, these are all the same. The difference is that... yeah, we got the same starting points here. Okay. So we ran out... it's going to be really hard to see. Tell you what, it might be faster just to do this. So it went wrong. This one? Let me see if I can see that again. No, that's not it. I want this one. Why is that not clicking? There. There, he's off by 1. So it might just be this one right here. Let's take another look at that. What do I want here? Let's delete. Well, let's go ahead with the crop tool. I guess I was already on the crop tool. There we go. It's been a long day. So that... oh, I left a space for a road when there already was a road. Well, that will explain it. Okay. So we just need to delete 2 of them. Delete these guys. Alright, let's try that again. So, that one. And there already is a road, so we're right there. 17 by 10. Road. 17 by 10. Now, what does that look like? Field. That looks better. Yeah, I think that's what it's supposed to be. Now, what is that? Oh, we started to put the road in, and we put that in the wrong place? I don't know. Let's eliminate the road. Well, I'm spending far more time right here than I ever planned on. There's the road. Let's eliminate this guy. He seems to be off by 1. We'll put the roads in later. We'll get this building. In fact, let's prioritize this because they're all going to be picking foods out there, and we're never going to see this built. It'd be nice to get this one going. Let's see, we're in autumn. Oh, that's a good picture right there. Okay, now I'm comfortable that we've got it right. Okay, so this is our first priority. All of the houses that have already got building materials brought to it will be worked on as well, even though the priority has been moved to these because the builders don't clear out the land. So they'll continue building everything that is ready to be built. So with that, let's get our speed kicked up. We're at speed 1. Oh, the blight. That's right. Okay. We'll go to speed 2. You are a builder. And you're on your way to building something and spreading your germs all over the map. Where are you going? Esty is gathering food. Okay. I didn't queue up any food over here to be gathered, did I? Let's see. If I were to cancel jobs... Nope, no jobs to cancel over here. So you're gathering food out of this meat locker. You wanted those eggs really bad. Meanwhile, all the other people walking around in here are going to be given a little present. So you are on your way to a hospital, and you're going to see how many people you can walk past on your way, aren't you? Got the other hospital over here, and it probably already registers. No, 0 patients. Oh man, you're not on your way to a hospital. I can't click you anymore. You, visiting a doctor, picking up resources, and gathering food. These must have just been infected, and they're still finishing off the job they were scheduled to do. Alright, so we've got our farms in over here. 1, 2, 3, 4. We need to get the other orchard in. So the orchard, we did. Good. So that's in, and the farms are in. Let's put a tight little stack here. We want to go back to look at this guy next, just to see what that's like. So a tight little stack of these guys, as they pop, we'll know to come down here and get them turned on, hopefully before early spring hits. And we'll get this adding to our foods. Even with all the food gathering we did, we are dropping pretty quickly. So I think this was pretty important. So we're adding potentially 6,000 more food and at least 2,000 more in the orchard. Now the mulberry leaves didn't make the high numbers. It was still reasonable numbers. But the food crops in the orchards did outstanding on that test run. Alright, there's a house there. So these are all the nomad families moving in. So they're already going to have kids with them. Which means our schools are going to be taxed pretty hard here pretty soon. There's probably more buried in there. Yeah, we'll wait. What was I doing? Well, let's go see what the well looks like. I like that. It's got a neat woodsy look to it. So, built with logs. Hopefully they use cedar logs or redwood. And that way it'll last for a while. Those woods resist rot. Okay. That looks good. What do we got here? We have firewood. Boy, we have firewood. We are definitely cutting our firewood. Fuel is through the roof. Okay, let's pull back on one firewood cutter. I don't see that this is super... Well, is there a better one to have cut back on? How are we doing over here? You're maxed out. No, we'll go with that for now. Wow, we are firewood everywhere. I suppose it's time to put firewood back into the traders, huh? Not something I was going to use anymore, but with it being that abundant, how much do we actually have? Firewood. Fire. There you are. 7,000 firewood. Whoa. And in the homes, another 1,000. Okay. Yeah, we're good on firewood. So let's put 2,000 firewood in every trader. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 clicks. All the traders will have the same menu, so we can 1, 2, 3, no, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 clicks. When did that trader get in? I didn't notice that one. One more, there we go. Alright, so that puts a bunch of firewood in for trading. You have got what for us? You got seeds. I don't think there's any reason to buy more seeds now until we get over to the other side, which we are going to have to get going on because we're really kind of running out of realistic room for more crop fields over here. We really need a second crop area. I mean, we still have been very fortunate not to hit, wow, 9 down. We may not have a population crisis after all here real soon. We've been very fortunate not to have a tornado. We've had just the one tornado at the very beginning that took a swath out of here in the mini-map. One tornado coming through here. Well, it wouldn't be super devastating. The orchards would. These would grow back next season. Of course, taking these guys out would be a problem. I think the biggest problem would be taking out something like this swath right in here. Lose the, let's see. Oh, it was a test video. I put a magazine right here in the test video because these guys had filled up. And now, that's why I don't run 2 maps at once. 2 banished maps at the same time would just mess with my head too much. 8 people are down. I'm missing this, aren't I? I am. When did I turn that off? Okay, I'm losing it. That is this guy? No. That guy. Let's head into here. No deaths. Old age. And old age. So nobody has died from the scarlet fever yet. And I'm just assuming that we have only one disease happening right now. I'm assuming that if a second disease popped in, we would get another warning. Except, did I just turn that off again? I just turned it off again. Oh boy. Been a long day. I mentioned that, didn't I? Died of scarlet fever. Okay, our first scarlet fever death. Alright. Only 3 people left without houses. That's because we're killing them off. You are what? Country house that is being demolished. Oh, because you're being renovated. Okay. So these guys are being worked on theoretically. They're starting to come in. We are at... Wow, I lost another one. Is it me doing that? I don't know. I'm going to have to go back and watch this thing when I edit it. Because I have no memory of doing that. That's what narrating does to you. So I was about to say we're in early winter. We're still fine as far as getting these crops in. Yeah, I'm running it slow for a while. I'm not all here right now. A little bit of brain damage, I'm thinking. This guy here. We've got houses that are not being used. How are we doing long term for housing? We have that many families and that many homes. Wow. 120 homes are needed. That's how far behind we are with this many nomads showing up. Very interesting. Can I just start killing all these? I think so. I'll just start turning all these windows off. They're going to get built. They're going to get filled with people. And we're going to see our food drop very fast. But actually, it's going to be because we are... because we are loading up all these houses. So they're going to be grabbing inventory for the new houses here real soon. Boy, I'm a little scatterbrained now. I know I was in the middle of something. Chestnuts will be going in. The farms are going in. Food, another scarlet fever. Sugar beets. We had put sugar beets down in here. And I wanted to turn those off because we put them in over here. I think we're going to go ahead and put 4 crops of sugar beets in. Over here. Like that. These will be sugar beets. These will be, I see the trader down there, something else. So we'll go in with, corn. I'm going to do a couple of corn. And we'll do other things in these other ones that are opening up here. We'll try and balance this all out. In fact, I may go back after the episode's done and see exactly what we need to put in here. How has this been going on? Been doing? 114 corn. Okay. Set you to bamboo. Bamboo is still in that 1,000 a year range. We still have only 28 bamboo here. Okay, that's what I needed to know. I'm going to pause because of that trader. I don't want to lose them. I want to put one more plantation of bamboo in right here. I think these guys are going to overwhelm the production. But as far as this one goes, he's, well, probably too new to really know. Bamboo plantation. Plantation will pick up within the borders, so we don't need to deal with that. 15 by 10 would be great. If we go the width of this thing, we are 17. So we know 17 by 9 is 153. Hope that's right. It's what I've been saying for a lot of episodes. So I think we will do that. It's bigger than what this guy is, but that's more of what these guys are. So one farmer, if he can handle this, he should be able to handle this, assuming he's living nearby. Hopefully that's not too far away, and that's where he ends up living. So this is going to be a plantation. We'll pop that in to see that as well. And let's kill these menus, and that one's obvious. It's going to happen. Turn these off. We'll come back to the fields, hopefully by early spring. That guy is good for next year. And let's go see what this trader's got for us. Or two of them, right? 1, 2. Okay. And they're still wandering around town. Yeah, this is going to get bad. We can't put 2 doctors in, right? There's only 1 doctor per hospital. Yeah, so it doesn't do any good. He's got 20 patients or 10 patients in there. You have got for us food. And I don't know what we just gathered, but I think it might be wise to go ahead and do another bulk load of food until we see just where we're going to finally, even out here. So let's grab all the foods that are 1 each. So 2,000 of this guy. Quinces, yep. Apricots. Don't care for them myself, but a lot of people like them. Mushrooms, sure. Cherries, yeah. Where are we at now? 8,100. Bamboo I'm wondering about. Let's see what other choices are. Tomatoes, let's do that. 2,000. Oh, we got lots more choices here. Well, we got the potential of 14,000. What have we got the ability to pay for? I guess if I leave this running, more firewood will show up. We could do all 2,000 herbs. That's 8,000 right there. There we go. Healing poultices are gone. Building supplies, last ditch if I have to. Let's do half the furniture. Wool coats, we're making other things, so let's go ahead and we're wearing other things. So let's go ahead and spend the wool coats. Let's do 200 of those. That puts us at 14,000. So let's grab the rest of this food here. 2,000 of this. And because it's easier, 200 and 0. And then let's grab that bamboo. Alright, so we need another 2,000. And that shouldn't be that hard. Marble statues, peacoats, candles. I think we're back into the position to be using those again. Wooden statues, sure, we could do that. 600 left. So rope, healing oil, there we go. So 100 reduced 600. So 100 of those and 4 left. So 2 venison cuts. Alright, so there's 14,000 more food and some more bamboo for the bundling shed down there until the next crop comes in. So with that, let's trade this guy. I don't think there's anything that we're really waiting for. He's a greengrocer. I really doubt he's going to be able to bring us domesticated animals. I don't think that's the right genre here. No. So it's food, but not really. So dismiss you. And what have we got over here? We've got a hauler. Alright. Sand does not have clay. Alright, I'm going to pause again and we're going to check something. Last episode, I believe, we were checking on sand and clay totals to see if the new shore house arrangement was going to at least keep up. So, where are we at right now? I want to check this probably a few times so until we're certain that we're at least staying ahead of the curve. We had 1,700 clay and about 2,000 sand back then. So clay now is 18. So 17 went to 18. That's good. Sand? Sand. It was the upper 1900s are dropping just slightly. So still not conclusive yet. We'll give it a little more time. But I think that's right. I've got in my notes here. We'll leave this trader here. Got in my notes to turn on one more sand. I went through some calculations. It seemed like this was the right amount to finish off what we were doing down here based on what we were using before, plus a little bit more to get caught up. So we're going to do 2 and add 2 more. Okay. So back to this guy. So we do not need sand. Trade. Oh, that scared me. I went down too low. There you are. We don't need sand. Tools are fine. Clothes are fine. It turns out I got to looking at the this guy here, and to make pewter we need 3 times as much tin as we do copper, if I remember correctly. So we are going to be needing a lot more tin ore. So let's remember when we put the tin and copper mines in, we put 3 to 1 on the quantities, assuming of course that each mine brings in the same amount. But I don't see anything here that we really need. Iron ore, there's the only possibility I can think of, but no, we're making iron ore now. We got our mine in right here. And we are doing fairly good. 200 something a year. Yeah. Alright, so we're going to dismiss this guy and say no thank you. Alright, how are the crops doing? Not that well. Let's add another priority down here just in case they got distracted. Oh, we don't have any place for them to dump it. That's probably what's going on. They're taking long walks. So let's give them a quick and dirty stockpile. That is not liking my clicks. We'll do a 6x6 and we will prioritize that one over and above the others. Let's get that built real fast and all the stuff can be dropped off right there. Let's see here. Well, we'll do that and we'll do that. There we go. Let's pick foods from the top of the list that have probably been dropped out by changing all those first fields into other things. We're going to do labor pickup, 1 person, broccoli, and farmers will add 1. Okay. This guy, we will pick cabbage and take that down, put that up, and do that. Okay. So let's remember to get back into these other ones. Let's spread them out over here and kind of out of our way. Well, that didn't quite work. We'll put another one like that. Okay. So these are actually just about done, these two. Back to the list. Sugar beets have been moved. 1 more sandshore house is done. Storage for... Oh, okay. I made the assumption last time, that's something I noticed in editing, that this guy is going to store everything here. I don't know if that's true. I don't know if he will accept furnace fuel or not. He is accepting bamboo, but is he accepting fire bundles? I don't see them in here either. So, am I correct that fire bundles and furnace fuel are both materials? No, fire bundles are fuel, and the others are materials. Okay. So we have a storage problem over here. And it would have been great if I'd put it right there, huh? Let's do that. Let's tear this guy out. Let's put in storage. I would love to put a building out here, but we're going to get into talking about warehouses here in a minute. I'm going to go with a stockpile. Let's see, this one. Stockpiles, let's go. We're into early spring almost. Okay, material stockpile right there. Something like that, and a fuel stockpile right next to them. Something like that. Okay, then we'll go with the plantation. Late winter. Plantation, and he'll go in with a road and a space, and like that. We're going to go the length of this, yeah. So 17 by 9 right there. Alright, so he wasn't queued up anyway. He'll get there eventually. We'll just kind of leave that down there. Alright, so we've got 2 more crops in. Let's get these guys designated before early spring hits. So, there, and trying to reach in there. There. We're going to turn on 2 workers. We're going to take these guys down to 1s. And we're going to choose cucumber, pick up, and I think we have lots of bean already. Tell you what, let's do another tulip crop just for fun. Doesn't matter whether they eat them or not. Not going to get back into that issue. Just let them enjoy eating their tulips if that's what they really want to do. Alright, that's done. These guys are probably not going to pop in time. We'll see. We did get this done, so that's going to help. But I was in the middle of something. So we've got storage now, guaranteed, for the bundles and for the furnace fuel. Because I don't think this guy's going to accept them. I might be wrong, but I'm going to err to caution here on this one. Now, it would have been nice to have put the storage sheds over here. That would have done it, the warehouses. So one of the next things on my list, okay, you have to help me with this. ROAX, is it Rox or Roax? I'm going to go with Rox, but let me know if I got it wrong. Was asking me, why aren't we using the log warehouses out here? And the answer, truthfully, is that this right here is the reason why. We set up this material warehouse for the coal, and they won't use it. We set up a material stockpile. Coal is a fuel, isn't it? Let me think about that. No, it's not. It's not supposed to be. Coke was a fuel. Coal was supposed to be a material. But it's not in the material stockpile here. It's not in the material stockpile here. And it's not in the material warehouse here. That is just too odd. Stockpile in general is not over there. Where the heck is all of that coal? 300 coal got made last year. Early spring, still don't have these guys going. Let's put a fuel warehouse over, or fuel stockpile over here, just to make sure that we aren't really... That is so odd. Unless all these guys are grabbing coal just as fast as it's being made. Right there. Let's put in a fuel stockpile, just to make sure. It was supposed to be the other one, but it's not happening. Let's go 3 wide. Right there. Let's see what happens there. Whenever I have had them choose between a warehouse and a stockpile, they always pick the stockpile, which was annoying, to the point to where they were skipping the warehouse to go to a stockpile further away. So I'm hesitant to use the warehouse system. Storage, this guy, wood. I really wish they would use it. I like the look of it. So let's pop one of those in. And even, let's see, this is wood here. Let's go to one where there's a good chance that we're never going to, right here. Well, we're going to fill that one. Well, we'll just put one in over here. Don't want to put too many extra footprints in our forest node, but I'm thinking that this would store probably more than this right here. Meaning we could have a smaller footprint for a lot more logs, but they don't like to use them, which is very frustrating. We are into early spring. We are ensuring our quantity of food for this larger population. We say we have a question mark here. That was what? I'm sure I caused it. Farmers are correct. Who are you guys? You are a shoreman. Okay. Didn't I turn on? I didn't hit that one. Arrgh. You know what I'm thinking when I do this? Off, if it's 0, then it's off. You don't want any. So I'm thinking when I go from 0 up to 2, it's me saying, yes, work here. I forget I've got to turn it on to do the job. Okay, so are we happy-ish? Let's find out over here if we're happy. Shoreman, right there. 23 of 23. So if I go down 2 and up 2, that all goes away. Alright. Yeah. When it's off and saying 0, when I can say, okay, I want 2 of them, to me, that's, in my mind, that's my way of saying on. So that's always surprising when I miss that. This guy is one more something in there. Maybe right there. And then he's up and going. So what else is on my list? I want to get back to the main city and start working over there. Actually, that was the last thing. The wood warehouses over there. The only other thing on the list is something for the city. So we'll let this one continue. Plantation, orchard. We got the 4 right here. Okay, there, there, and there. And I'll ignore the warehouses, the 2 we just put in. When they, you know, someday we'll be roaming through the woods over there and we'll notice them and we'll say, oh, that's right. This was next. Let's unwork this guy and put them into pig right there. We got ourselves an infestation. Let's unwork him. We're moving 28 into 28. And then we're going to immediately... That did work, right? No. Turn this on. There. Okay. Run it. 28 of 28. Let's do this smarter. Okay, so... Oh, he infested. Oh, pasture went down. Okay. Well, we got this just in time. So, we are switching these guys empty. That's what I missed. Into here. He is going to be off of work, which means we're going to transfer the worker to here. We've got 28 of 28. We're going to go back into this size, which should be 23. So let's immediately put in a kill order for 5 of them. And this guy can go away and be rebuilt as the smaller size. And that way, this one has room to dump off into the space that this one now will have surrounding it. He'll have 2 sides to dump off into, actually 3 sides. So he should be fine. This one has got 1, 2, 3 sides to dump into as well, so he's fine. So I only need to take these 2 down to fix that. Then I want to do something over here. These need to be at least the same size so we can move them back and forth between them and not have to do what we're doing over here by getting rid of part of the herd. So with that, are we ready? We've got 1 more in. Alright, so we got 2 in. Alright, so let's grab, oh, I don't know, sunflowers. Definitely using sunflowers for other things. So we'll do that. Pick up and down 2, up 2 for this one. You're going to be sunflowers as well. There you are. And there and that. That should... We go down 1 and up 1. There we go. That should be happy. Farmers. I got it right this time. Good. We can take back a bunch of our builders. Take it down to 20. And these didn't get picked up. Of course, we had a lot of our laborers doing other things. So that's probably what happened there. Tell you what, it's still early spring. Let's prioritize this. Okay. And they should still get done long before early summer begins. So, with that, do we have any results yet? Nope. So probably this year would be the first year of getting a yield. Well, we got 3 mulberries last time, so that one was trying. Grapes? No. So 1 tree got planted early or something. How about these guys? These look impressive. The maple. Nothing yet. These guys are way too new. Coffee. Coffee grew broccoli. Okay, cool. Cows. Frisians. making 7 something a year. And the deer, venison. No history. Because that's what we're going to solve. Well, we do have the one little strip right there, but that's it. And we have the one at the bottom. 30 of 28. No history. Well, we'll just have to wait and see if this solution proves to be correct. So, we're going across the river. We are going over here. I wanted to see these guys in the summer. These we were going to take down. Different menu box here. Shows a picture of it and a description. I like that. I wish they did that more often. Maybe eventually all of Banished will be a similar system. Better to light a lantern than to curse the darkness. I like that. So we're going to take down these two. And we were going to decide whether this is going to be the standard lantern, call it a lantern or a lamp, street lantern for the town. Or we're going for this one. Let me see if I can change the angles. I can't get any closer. So I'll let you guys take a look at these. Oh, wish there was a way to slowly pan. You know, like to hold the control button and the Q and just slowly rotate. I can't quite make a really smooth rotation here. But there's the two looks. This is fancier. I like this one. But that's just because it looks more traditional to me. But other parts of the world, this might be the norm. I don't know. So what do you guys like in the comments? Whatever you pick, I will start putting those at least the entrances of all the main buildings. And then after we pass through these two blocks, we'll see if I can remember to kick other buildings a little further in, like in front of this one. Maybe we'll get a lantern every block down the length or something like that. Not sure. Or this stretch right here, maybe a lantern, you know, boom, 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 boom. Just to see what that looks like. Too bad it never really gets dark. You know, we don't have a day-night cycle here. So that was the end of my list. Oh man, looking at the clock, we're at 50 minutes. Okay. Well, let's do the trader. Seeds? No. Trader? Nope. 50 minutes? Man, I'm just getting started. I mean, all of that by introduction. Now we can get into our episode. Wow. Sorry about that, folks. Honestly, one of these episodes we are going to build a city. Of course, that just kind of guarantees the longevity of the series. As long as the game save file doesn't corrupt or my computer doesn't go into meltdown, we should be able to take this well into April. So, how are we doing over here? I've never really stopped by to see what the final results are. Got almost 1,200 out of that guy. 1,000 out of our rice. 50,000. 1,100. Yeah, rice is doing great. It's doing better than a pasture. So that was a good call. 3,000. I do want to take this one out, but I don't have to do it yet till I know we're stabilized. But it makes sense that the rice is over here and this is something else, aesthetically. Fish. This is our second fish. Yeah, fishery or whatever. 2,100 fish for 4 workers. Over here, 1,500 and some wild seeds. But we've been encroaching on this guy, haven't we? Well, a little bit. For that matter, come on, move. This one as well, just a little bit. So they're roughly the same. I'm guessing one fisherman had a bad year. Didn't show up for work. You know, your normal job, you have a bad week at the most. But these guys have bad years. So, okay. I'm going to admit defeat. And next time... next time we will work over here. Yeah, right, Noble Rambler. I want to get into finishing off the hedges and there's lots of things I want to do. So we'll leave this sitting right here and we will dive into this next time. Thank you much, folks, for watching. This has been Noble Rambler. If you'd hit the like and subscribe, I'd appreciate it, and I will see you next time. Bye-bye.